what we got to do is we got to get all the stats on the Iron Age characters and figure out how to put them into the TTRPG systems.
We really do. I can't wait to make my own otter character and have it be a part of this world.
Oh, down in the chat. Oops, I'm hitting wrong buttons here. Damn it, I'm a Gen Xer. Why am I doing boomer stuff? Okay, Stormcrow said, "Are you all brave enough to have me as your DM?" Kahuna answered,
I will take the coward
If
route.
I ever play a game with you as the DM, I will be a goody two shoes who never does anything out of line.
I'll play the wild mage.
Oh,
Shalar TTP RPG. Woo!
Woo!
I don't know how crazy the wild mages are in the newer rule books, but wild mages in second edition were hilarious.
I don't think I've ever played a wild mage in the later editions. I think the only time that wild magic really affected anything was if you rolled a 1 on any of your rolls. Then wild magic happened, which is I mean it is a chaotic element, but I don't know how it stacks up to AD&D or older editions.
Pretty much like Orko.
Well, so
When you say wild mage, spells tend to go awry.
Yeah.
So they're tapping into like a different realm or something, and so in some cases you may get an overpowered spell, or in some cases you may fart instead, or you may shoot butterflies at the person, or different things could happen.
Pretty much either the player or the DM has a table at the side. If they end up getting a certain kind of roll that ends up triggering wild magic, they end up rolling on that table, and usually it's some really wild fucking effect that happens, and it can be pretty damning or pretty funny, just depending on what gets rolled.
Actually, what was it called in the Salvatore series? Were they called the Harkles or something? I think they were wild mages, and they were always, whenever they showed up, it just got goofy.
I don't remember that. Although I do remember probably one of the best wild mage spells that we had happen in our campaign was the guy cast a fireball, and due to the wild magic rolls, it ended up with permanency on it. And so it was just like an exploded thing that was always there, and we were in the Underdark. So every time we went by it, we had to dig through and go through the side passage around it.
Hey, I think I tend to think about beholders because it's such an interesting physiology. I mean, how does that even work? Their bodies are pretty much just spheres. They hover, but they have eyes all over it. Wonder how that works.
I mean, that's only the tip of the iceberg when it comes to D&D monster design. It gets weird after a certain point.
Yeah, probably similar to the Back to the Future hoverboard. It's probably some kind of, he emits some kind of repulsion field or something, just magnetic repulsion. I can't think of anything else other than just straight up magic, which is in D&D obviously. But I guess there are creatures that are just magical in nature, right?
Yeah, and I think that's what the deal is with the beholder, because there's even undead beholders with various different weird powers.
Now, are beholders sentient or animalistic?
They're sentient.
Yeah.
Okay, so you could sit and have a conversation with one. He could be a dick or he could be cool.
In
Possibly.
In the Forgotten Realms setting, they have a beholder as like a mob boss for one of their cities.
Yeah.
He's got eyes everywhere. What would happen if you took a laser pointer and shined it on the beholder's eyes?
I'm not sure.
Partial blindness, an explosive reaction. Who knows?
Just one eye is like, ow, 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 but all the rest are fine. Now that's got to be kind of crappy. I mean, if you think of how tender an eye is, and if you got eyes all over, it's like, whoa, you're pretty prone, I would think.
And on top of that, each eye has a different power.
That
Yeah,
I did
all
not
this-
know. I
so
never
all-
really encountered beholders much in the games I played, so I don't know much about them. But
all the
my
stocks
biggest,
coming off, all the
Huh?
stocks coming off of the. So you have the main central ball, which has a singular
Mm-hmm.
eye in the mouth, but then you have lots of different stalks coming off of it, and on each one of those you also have an extra eye, and each of those eyes has a different power.
how many eyes are typically? Is there an average? Like, there's so many on.
I think the average is 10 or something like that.
But
I, mean,
one
I constantly think of that critter from Big Trouble in Little China when I think of beholders.
Yeah, it's very much like a beholder.
Except that has two primary eyes rather than one.
And its tongue is also an eye.
You see, this I know a
that's
little bit
weird.
about.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, done with my stuff. So yeah, essentially
Head stuff. Head stuff.
in what is it? DDO, which is based off of the Storm Reach, the Zendrick. What the heck's it's called? But they are considered outsiders from the plane of Zoriat. So there's a certain amount of chaos there, and that's kind of where they derive their floaties from.
Now,
real
are
question-
they very powerful beings, or
Yeah, well, they're kind of in the mid range.
so you need more than just a laser pointer? We
Yeah.
need.
Jewish space lasers.
Yep.
So, but yeah, and actually they're really really nasty creatures. So when you come up against them, especially
Yep.
if you're a magic user, because that anti-magic cone,
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh, do they emit a anti-magic field of some sort?
I
yeah,
believe one of their eyes does. Yeah.
What if we just shoot them?
That kind of sort of works, but like
That's why shotguns always work.